we're in a dead room. We're doing the dead room drum sound with 0 cymbals. We're going to overdub the cymbals and overdub the toms. We might have some fun because there's a big room up there, so we might actually overdub the toms in the big room and go full-blown Intruder, Peter Gabriel, huge toms. But as you can see, we don't even have a hi-hat here. We've got this heavily modified D12, which I've yet to hear, but I've been promised by Oliver, sometimes known as Olivier, that it's the greatest mic ever in the history of microphones, and I'm going to be blown away. Isn't that what you said?
Yes, exactly my words.
And we went for a D112 inside. On the top, we've got 57, and we have a Neumann 184. What do we have underneath there? This is your choice. That's 441, yes?
441, yes.
Yeah.
I like it because it's really cancelling out to the kick drum and for...
Pretty tight pattern.
Yeah, exactly.
So I've never used a 441 on the bottom, so that's the reason why I wanted to try it. I want to experiment. I want to have some fun. And then, talking of experiments, we've got this here, which is, what's this called?
Oh, periscope.
Oliver, what's this called?
Periscope.
The periscope.
Yeah.
I'm from Paris.
From Finland.
Paris.
Yeah,
Periscope.
Scope from Paris.
And apparently it has a built-in limiter. So this is going to be interesting. So it's quite a simple setup. We might get even deader. We're talking about Martin might actually wear a cape, padded cape, so there's no reflected sounds. We could maybe we can put some blanket around it. I don't know. We'll see how dead we can get it, because we want to get really aggressive on compression. And if we can get aggressive on compression, we don't want to bring out a bunch of room ambience that will defeat the point that it's a small dead room.
Should I call Rick Wakeman for the cape?
Sure. I think Martin has his own. You travel with your own cape.
Studio cape.
Cool. So at the moment, this is where I think it's going to sound good. Then what we're going to do is listen to it and maybe move it. Obviously, the further back it goes, the more low end will develop. At the moment, it's sort of, I suppose you could come back ever so slightly, but at the moment, it's kind of in a, I don't know, it's in a pretty good position. The great thing is with no hi-hat, we can do whatever the heck we like, which means we're using a condenser. Typically, I know lots of people double mic with condensers. I don't really like double miking with condensers on snares. I feel like the benefit I get of the snare when it's being hit on its own versus all of the hi-hat bleed. And then I end up using clever plugins to remove it, and that always affects the sound. This is what we're trying to do here, is get it right at source. We want to be able to pull this up on a fader and go, yep, that's a great drum sound, as opposed to pull it up, oh, I need to gate that, I need to compress this, I need to EQ it. I want this to be great right from the get-go. Maybe. The only other thing we can maybe hear is either pull this back or stick a Coles here. 4038.
Oh, yes. Big red.
They have a Coles, so we can
especially because there's no cymbals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we might even cheat more. What we might do is get individual samples of it and blend them in really lightly. Sample of its own drum. So like get a clean kick with the Coles. So it's all like and just blend that in underneath just to have a consistent low end without any bleed from the snare. Yeah. So we won't use samples as such, but we'll use itself against itself. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing I heard then when with the boom on the kick.
Yeah.
Usually, I'd say it was amazing. I'm sure you'd.
Yeah.
But how hard are you going to compress it?
Yeah. We'll see. Pretty aggressively. Yeah, we want that sort of Tame Impala meets 70s disco sound. So this is the D12, yeah.
Big.
This is your modified D12. Mm-hmm. That's good. They actually sound quite nice together. Can you play kick and snare and see what the bleed's like? Where's my snare top coming? So that's the condenser. probably gonna have a lot more bleed than our lovely dynamic.
Why you would opt for the pad on the condenser?
Because it was just clipping the input
Clipping
stage
a
of the
little
mic pre, yeah. Doesn't really matter. But what I didn't like about it was because it was hitting it a little bit too hard, we were getting too much bleed. You know what I mean? Because we're getting some saturation of the pre, which could be good, but not in this instance.
Why not in this instance?
Because we're trying to get totally separated kick and snare. So if we're getting like the kick bleeding into the snare excessively because it's clipping, you know what I mean? It's getting, the mic pre is so hot, you know what I mean? Then I've just got to gate it. I'm trying not to do anything clever. I'm trying to get really clean tones. You know what I mean? We want it to be that kind of super tight disco thing. 2K. There's a lot of that. It's pretty horrible, to be honest. Looks like we haven't listened to it, but it looks like it came back because we see the clip indicator going. Maybe we try something out just to hear. Yeah.
57?
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned 57. I mean, it's got more bleed, but it sounds better.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool sound though, Periscope. I want to make up some gain and actually, believe it or not, compress it some more. So
Not
when it
enough.
comes in, put it through the Periscope. I mean the Periscope through the distressor. Yeah, let's have some fun with it. So I just got rid of some of that over the top attack. So here's what we're going to do. Take off that snare and go to the Craviotto, the wooden snare. I want to see what it sounds like. Just because we're really hearing that ring, which we might like, but I don't think we're doing an industrial song. Yes, we changed out the snare because it was a little too zingy. Actually, might be what we want, but because that ring can get eaten up by a track pretty easily. But we want a really great, overly compressed, exciting drum sound. And if I'm going to hear doing, doing, doing the whole time, unless we're doing a Nine Inch Nails song, it might not be right. I mean, I like that, but I'm lacking the body of the other snare.
Yeah.
It's kind of 6 and 1 half does the other. I mean,
That's what I think too. Like
Yeah.
this one is a little bit more.
yeah, we
It's a bit
like the fact
smaller.
that we don't hear the ring, but we miss all the body of the other snare.
I can try to lower it.
What does he think?
Yeah, you can hear us. You think the same way, Martin? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm gonna try to lower the snare to see how it is.
Yeah. See if we can get some more body out of it.
Yeah.
I don't think I can get more lows than that actually.
No, I don't know if it's worth it.
I think it might be the head itself. It's like a different head.
Yeah. Let's try just deadening the other snare
Okay.
a little bit more. I love what it's doing to the kick. I love that. Oof. It's great. I think it's pretty good. I like it.
Wait, what are you doing with the plugins there?
I was just using a bit of time adjuster. So the periscope being pulled back a few inches further back actually delayed the snare in time with the periscope by only by about 65 samples, but it just dragged it back ever so slightly so the phase correlation was better. So I'm trying to get more body on the snare. So what I'm thinking of doing is asking Oliver really nicely. He's already had enough of me. He's like, it's been day one, and
It's the first day. Come on.
yes, it's like he's like 1 day in, I'm already like,
Yeah.
that's it.
Gotta use some of these things.
Oh, please tell me.
No, let's put the Tegeler in. Let's put the Tegeler in on the top snare top, and both the condenser and the dynamic and the
Of course.
57.
I would love to do that for you.
I would love to do that for you, Warren. That sounds like so much fun. Thank you.
What's the down spikes on that periscope?
It's
Waveform.
because it's got a limiter built in, and it's got a very slow attack time. So it allows the transient to come in, and then it overly compresses. So you get like this transient come through, and then it squashes it. So it's like really exaggerated. That's why I'm going through the distressor, and I'm actually I've got the fastest attack time on the distressor, because otherwise I'll take it off. You'll hear it. Oh, I can show you. So this is what it was like before. So it's all just transient. It's like pa pa. You hear that? And this is what it's like now. So you hear the boom, boom. So I wanted to bring out the tone of the. So that's why I put the
kick much
distressor.
more boomy now.
Yeah.
Really boomy.
No pressure.
Boomy kick. It's now in.
You want me to play?
Yeah, snare, please. So that's just a bunch of 100 hertz and a bunch of 8K. Before. After. Sounding great. Yeah, really cool. I like the sound a lot. So we're just going to assign the click so we don't have to hear it, so you can hear it. Otherwise, we'll just be sitting there obsessing about whether you're playing to the click or not. I want you to play to the track. So.
Rosianna's kissing us for
not knocking at everyone's door. So we run away smiling, but keeping up the fighting. You better not forget, there's only one earning all. I got 1 minute only to get your attention. 100 pick-up lines come to my head, I can't say but the only one that everyone is looking for is the girl that made our day, and the crowd is screaming, Rosianna, 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 Rosianna's favorite song isn't mine, so I'm writing you one and bringing flowers in her face. Well, taking every case at once, and it's you and I reaping all. I got 1 minute only to get your attention. 1,000 of pick-up lines come to my head, I can't say once. But the only one we're looking for is the one that made our day.